As I'd mentioned earlier about a strategy that we're implementing within the organization, it's a transformation strategy. That's what it's called. Perhaps you've read about it in the newspapers, or in any event, this is what we've called our transformation strategy. One of the things, the challenges that we are facing, you know, and I have to be very cautious in terms of how I answer this question, with all due respect to our past and our present as an organization. I think one of the biggest challenges that we are facing through this transformation is to get the buy-in of our employees in terms of, of our team, in terms of their output matching what is necessary to be a self-sustaining organization, if that makes sense. It's a huge challenge to take an organization that has had a mindset, and the same mindset and the same mentality for the past 50 years, with all due respect, to just say chalta, into we are no longer being funded by the government, and we now need to become a self-sustaining, long-term thinking, going concern. And so when you move over to being put into a position where profit is necessary for survival, you also start looking at different business angles, if you will. Vertical integration. You know, I mentioned quality and health and safety. As a financial institution, what do we have to do with building our houses? Well, in the future we will. And so one of the biggest challenges that we face is when you have a senior management that is much more forward thinking in terms of what is the necessary need for today, what is necessary for survival. And this is the first phase, and I'll go into the second phase. We have to get the buy-in. We have 82 offices around the country, the footprint of 82 offices, branch offices, zone offices. And when you look at the individual who is out in the most remote area of Pakistan, sitting at the HBFCL office with no computer and the same file system that he or she has been using for the past, since inception of the organization, you know, it's difficult to not only get a mindset pushed through, but it's also difficult to get the systems and the procedures pushed through to that end. And so, the net result of that, what is our goal? A goal of an organization, self-sustaining, profitable, but upon what? We have a social mandate. Our organization has a social mandate, and that is that we provide house financing to the lower and middle income of our society, okay? That is the society that your standard banks won't venture into because the risk is too high, okay? So our social mandate is that we have to be able to finance this segment of society that, particularly after these floods, requires housing and requires being sheltered. And so, you know, it's a twofold challenge. It's pushing through the mentality that is necessary to be an organization that is self-sustaining and profitable in order for us to continue our mandate of getting people within the lower and middle income socioeconomic sectors housed. So.
Okay.